So what works with some games doesn't work with other games. I feel like freemium, the decision whether to go with freemium or premium, free to play, whatever, is part of the very basic game design. And I don't think it can be superimposed on a game that's already existing. And personally, as a game designer, I feel like the gameplay trumps everything else. And what works with for my game is obviously like a premium game, a game that a product. It's a product that I worked on for a long time. I feel like it is okay for me to ask for money in exchange for that good, and I believe that what I need to provide for that product is beginning, middle, and end. Like it needs to have. I feel like for me, and this entire experience is something that it is okay for me to ask for money and not necessarily use other means of money.
Just a side question: have you worked on any other mobile games, or?
Yeah, I have a game called Rope Rescue, which I released 2 years ago, and it did pretty well. I tried a bunch of different approaches. One of them was free to play with unlockable content. The other one was a premium version, and I have a lot of thoughts about that.
Good. Yeah, no, that's all right. So, having made both freemium games and premium games, how does the experience differ for you both in terms of like making money and user loyalty?
So the bottom line is that each of those business models works with different games, and I really believe that trying to force a certain business model on a game that doesn't really fit that in terms of gameplay, it is the bottom line. It's just not going to work, and the players who are perfectly willing to pay to take a free-to-play game and pay a lot of money during their experience will feel like they're cheated for other games. So it's very, very interesting to find that approach. My previous game, Rope Rescue, I tried both approaches, and it was very, very clear that free-to-play didn't feel right for them. And also, the bottom line was very, very obvious. People were much more satisfied, and the reviews even were better with the premium product. And also, the actual bottom line of where I got most of my revenue was from the premium version.
Interesting. Okay. Do you think freemium games necessarily exclude traditional core gamers? Do you think freemium is just for kind of casual gamers, or is there room for hardcore gamers to enjoy freemium?
You know, the whole thing is it's almost a tradition now. It's also a tradition for us, or like for us core gamers or people who are more core game friendly, to look down at freemium. But the reason is because a lot of those games give us a lot of reasons to do that. So I'm hoping for this thing to change. I'm the kind of games that I like to make probably are not going to change that perception, because the kind of games that I make are more into the premium side. But I would love to see games that change that model. That said, I do believe that a game is a product, and it is one, and you had a lot of people investing time in it, and I do not see this. I don't see it as rude to just ask for compensation for hard work that you put into a product. It is just fine. You see a lot of game makers, both big and small, struggling. And in fact, I keep saying to people asking me about, talking about indie, everybody's becoming indie. I gotta tell you, if you're in it for the money, you're not gonna make money. That's the bottom line. I mean, if you're in it just for the money, let's just say that. There's money to be had if you really, really like what you do. And if you don't like what you do, it's going to show through your work. So the bottom line is make your work shine, and then you can talk about the financial aspects.
Sure. Do Do you think that the freemium model is going to be a permanent fixture in gaming across the board? Is it going to go away anytime soon? How do you think it's going to change?
Oh no, no. I mean, there's definitely an audience for that, and there are some really good games, and it's a totally a legitimate business model. I'm not saying, but as I said, for me, it's just a matter of what works with a certain game, and as a game maker, the kind of games that I like to make. I'm talking about games that I like to play, but the games that I like to make are ones that don't necessarily fit that business model, and therefore I feel like maybe I'm not even the right person to ask. I enjoy some of them, but I have to say my go-to business model is the ones that I like to play and make.